So the only thing left to do after this is, of course, finish up Dukes. We also need to do Ash Lake, though. Because there's a ton of stuff I can get from Ash Lake that I need to do. So, we need to warp to Daughter of the Princess, right? But first, I want to do the Duke's archives to see if he's moved on. Because I want to purchase the stuff off him before I send him crazy. And I also need to purchase the stuff off his... Oh, here we go. What was that? Ooh, another delayed achievement. That's weird. So, he should be in this room, right? Why is this room so fucking dark? What's going on? This room was never like this. This is weird. He's not here. Which is quite important to know. Did I pick the wrong room? I don't think I did. Dude, that room is so fucking dark. Ooh, we can get the enchanted Falchion, can't we? A very cool weapon. There's the... oh, he's locked up here, right? I need to free him. Of course. Well, that's no good. You couldn't have fucking wrote that, could you? 50 damage a hit. Fin hell. I'm bobbling off the books. God, this game is dumb. So much stuff that shouldn't exist. Crystal Ember, nice. Yeah, I need to repair this shit. Oh, and I can't because I haven't bought that. I keep forgetting to buy that, and I don't have any repair powder stuff. Bollocks. Well, we're gonna have to retire that bugger for a while. Yeah, 29 durability. Lol. I've never broken so many weapons. I think it's because I usually buy the repair box, and every time I sit down I probably repair it, but I've just not done that on this one. It's just not been part of strategy. There we go. Right. Can we get back to where we were? I'm not entirely sure I remember where you do that from. We'll figure it out. I know it's top shelf. Top level. Whew. Stop it. Is this where the channeler is? Yes, it is. He's got his back to me too, bitch. Fuck you. Please drop the channeler's trident. That would have been glorious. Yeah, it's down here. Past all the traps and the serpent men and these two shitbangers. And that one in front who's going to jump at me. He didn't jump. Weird. Here we go. Right. Serpent man! See if I can stop you this time. You seem really set on screwing up my strategy. There we go. It works every time. Stun them with anything that has heavy impact, and then you can just get a stab on their bumhole. It's a rather elegant strategy. I am a fan. Oh, all the little douches will be back, won't they? Squid people. The cult of Dagon. Just chilling out. Yep, they're there. Bugger. And I'm still running around with way too many souls. I shouldn't be doing that, because I can be putting them to good use, but I'm hopefully going to be buying them off of the dude. So... oh, that was great. Oh my god, you sneaky shitbanger! Fuck you! He's going to jump attack me too. Bitch. Hate that guy. I'm no good with these slow weapons. I need a katana, I'm a pussy. Real men need katanas. This is true. That was lucky. I'm glad that that didn't backfire on me. Whew. Oi.
Hello again. Alas, I'm imprisoned once again.
I wonder how he got imprisoned.
The thought offends me so. As a student of the arts, you understand me. Yeah?
Do you think he approached Seath and Seath was like, nah, send him into jail. Put him in the prison. I don't remember what this is. Ah, Firekeeper Soul. That makes sense. I don't really heal or kindle in these games all that often.
Oh, thank you very much. That makes twice. I will visit the archives. Prepare to be impressed.
And it's in these archives that sends him lunatic, right? Daft bugger. So we're going to bone back because I really don't want to run back. I'm very lazy in the Soul games. Maybe the room is brighter now he's in here. God, this room is so dark. Why is it this dark?
Hello there. This place is truly as promised. And the secret.
The secret of Seath's immortality is the great crystal in his anus. Look at how much this shit costs. I can barely afford it.
Ah, if you have fought him and were imprisoned, his wounds closed promptly. It is an effect of the primordial, so only by destroying, and it so happens.
That's something, isn't it? I'm going to have to chop the bugger's tail off. Chopping off Seath's tail, always fun. But now that we've done that, let's go back to Firelink. And we'll see what the student's doing, because the student's going to try and follow in his footsteps. And undoubtedly he's going to balls it up. And then we'll go down and... I need to kill the Drake as well. There's no real need to kill it, but I want to kill it. Because it's a dick. And it deserves slapping a few times. Crestfallen Merchant hasn't gone down into New Londo yet, only to never come back. So you can be slightly optimistic for him. And then he's wondering where Logan's gone, right?
There you are. Master Logan has... It seems that he is still determined to find the famed regal ark. I intend to search for him. You see, Master Logan has left most of his books. With them, I could teach you have done much. Before I leave on this journey...
Okay. He left his books, did he?
As promised.
Right, let me get stuff then, dude. So I've got all his stuff, right? Oh no. I did not get fall control. Which is a really weird, eclectic... Oral decoy, everyone's favourite form of cunnilingus. And then a ring. So that's everything, right? Bought everything off you. You can go wherever you go.
That'll do it.
And do whatever it is you do. And we can all be sad when you inevitably perish. Oh wait, no we won't, because nobody cares about you. We can go to the Daughter of Chaos. I need to look up the Covenant rewards. I know Firestorm, Chaos Firestorm is from this one. I know the Sword Dance spell is from Karth. And the Dark Wraith Sword is also from Karth. The Dragonstone Torso is from the one we're about to get. Gonna have to swap rings as well, which is gonna make me poo-poo in the movement. Sunlight Altar is of course for the Sunlight Spear. Still too bloody fat, eh? We get to stare at his ass a little bit, boys. You excited? I'm not. Sorry about this, everybody. Unless you're somebody that enjoys that kind of thing. Which, I imagine if I liked hunky men, this would be my moment to shine. Stare at those hypnotizing glutes, but alas, the old man package is not my favourite. How many Firekeeper spirits do I have? Too many, right? 2? I think I've got 2. Oh no, just 1. All those weapons that need to be upgraded and all the farming that needs to be done. I need to farm curse frogs. I need to farm rats for humanity just in case. I need to farm harpies for the ears. Is there anything else I need to farm? I think that's it. Forest Covenant is humanities again, and I believe that that's for something I don't need. This is so interesting to see the frame rate keep up in this area. Running across that water, I'm so used to watching the game shit the bed that it feels really weird to see it perform like this. And I have played on PC, but I only played a couple times on PC when I got Prepare to Die edition, which I purchased when it was new. And I did a walkthrough for it. I did a blind playthrough and a walkthrough, which is even more Dark Souls projects that I made. But yeah, my legacy of Dark Souls content on YouTube is almost unfindable because you search for me in the search engine and all you get is the Rad Brad and people like him. But if you could find the shit I've done for this game, I would reckon that I'm probably covered it the most in some ways than a lot, like 99% of YouTubers. Has to be people who've covered it more because it was very popular on a lot of channels. Like Rurakan covered it a lot because it was the thing that guaranteed to give him views, and he did a lot of coverage. I don't blame him, but at the same time you could tell it was for function rather than passion, because it's a smart choice as a YouTuber, and there's a lot of people that did that. I'm kind of doing that at the moment, even though coming back to the game after a decent amount of time is still really, really fun. Interesting, something just killed itself. So, the strategy traditionally is to not use any of the bonfires at the bottom of this place, because when you come here, you usually don't have the Lord Vessel. If you're coming here with the Lord Vessel, then it doesn't really matter. But conventionally, you wouldn't do that, because the advantage of coming to Ash Lake is to come to it early. But to do that, you have to know what you're doing, which is essentially the advantage of playing the game, really. In this area, there are a lot of crystal lizards, there are a lot of items to find. One of them is the Chloranthy ring, which would be really good if it wasn't for the fact that you can have so many alternatives to it. Like, for instance, I can have 2 alternatives to Chloranthy. Why would I ever use Chloranthy? Like, there's few scenarios where using Chloranthy, I'm now mid-rolling as well, I believe. Yeah. Which means I have to drop the gloves, the greaves. See the crystal lizards over there? If you stir the crystal lizards and you don't get a chance to kill them and you want another go, all you have to do is safe quit. Sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people have trouble with this kind of thing. That was weird. Ooh, that was really cool. That was a clever move by you, you little shit. He cast it behind me. Not the best weapon for this enemy, this, because it's slow. I didn't repair my fucking weapon either. Not a problem. I should be wearing the Covetous Serpent Ring for these to try and get some more Eyes of Death. Some of these branches might actually have Eyes of Death, because whenever Curse Frogs are present, they usually signpost it by giving you some. But this area is famous for just how precarious it is and how tricky it can be to get some of the items if you don't know the correct way. Some of them involve falling, things like that. A lot of it involves falling. There are some shortcuts you can take, of course. You don't have to be too rigid with your platforming, but it definitely helps. Is this the... Oh no, this is the ladder. Ladder that leads down. I'm not going to go too crazy here, guys, because I don't want to waste any time. Ash Lake is altogether unimportant in the grand scheme of things unless you like lore. Because I feel like it's one of those areas that could have been much more than it is, but by being what it is, it makes it really mysterious. So I don't know if I love it or if I dislike it. It's one of those weird relationships. That was dumb. That might not have killed it though. So don't... Oh, it killed it. It definitely killed it. Don't get too excited. As you see, they like to cast the curse fog in front of them as they do the jumping move. So a lot of the times, it's not really much of a threat. Do you know what is a threat coming down here? The huge mushroom men. Because you're going to be in close proximity with One Punch Man. Before One Punch Man existed. And that is a problem. Another thing that's a problem is curse frog detection. Their fog doesn't care if you stood in it or not. It can still trigger when you're outside of it, which is not cool, but if you've played the game enough times, you're at the point where you understand it and you just kind of get on with it. But outside of this playthrough, if I do get cursed, because that's just how this playthrough's been, I've never actually been cursed in all my times of playing this game. I've actively got myself cursed, but I've never fallen victim to curse, which should give you some faith that it's not really as scary as people make it out to be. It's just sometimes it happens, and that's coming from somebody who actively tried to get other people cursed as well. So I've done my fair share of getting people cursed in PvP when I was up against co-opers and gankers and what have you. But of course, in that scenario, you're invincible because you can't be cursed as an invader, I don't think. I don't think the cloud affects you. Oh my goodness. Look at that, even the little bugger does massive damage. Oh no! Wrong thing! Rookie mistake! Fuck those enemies. So dumb. So strong. So out of place. Oh, and speaking of fuck those enemies, we also need to put on a better shield. Because we have a Hydra. 56 to 58. Ooh, that shit me up then. I thought there was somebody behind me. I'm hallucinating. What an interesting location though, right? This is easily one of the best areas of the game for the design of it, the visual of it, just the pure ambience and atmosphere. This place is so good for that. Everything else, yeah, not as good. But just purely on the, Jesus, what is this kind of area? This is cool, I'm fascinated by it. This one wins. It's up there with the mysteriousness of the kill, and he's going to fire his breath. That's bad. Never want him to do that. You always want him to get into range where they don't cast that. They're going to do it again. Interesting. We've got a bad pattern here, boys. Here we go. Now slam your faces, dickheads. That was very dangerous just then. What is he doing? Ooh. How come he hit through my shield? Is this guy stronger? Could be. Could be stronger. I might have just been going to try and fire again. Don't you dare, you cunts. God, I hate this enemy. Stop being a dick. Dick. Be nice. So I don't want to get too close because that leads to them hitting me multiple times. There we go. I can hit this twice, right? Yes, I can. They're trying to breathe again. Unusual, though, for them to do this so frequently at this range. But not impossible. You can get this creature to jump if you run past it and you go to the other side of the lake. He will leap over the island and pursue you on the other bank. It's really cool. It's one of those weird things that's not really something that you see unless you've done it. Because the other Hydra was quite isolated in his environment, whereas this guy, oh, that wasn't so good. This guy is nowhere near as incapable. That was a failed running attack, but it doesn't matter because we killed him. So we should get a scale, right? Does it give you a scale for killing them? Yeah, it gives you 2. You can also farm Twinkling Titanite in this area from the clams, which in the original iteration of Dark Souls, the giant blacksmith did not sell Twinkling Titanite. That was an amendment. And getting Twink was very, very difficult because outside of Crystal Lizards, the only other dudes that dropped it were the clams, and it was a rare drop as well. So powering up unique weapons became way worse than almost anything else. But the equipment was the toughest part of the early Dark Souls. It was really difficult to get all the components that you needed. There's a scale over here, I believe. You need to be careful that it's easy to fall off. There's a lot of pitfalls, and there's a lot of questionable... Oh, there's no scale. Fuck. That sucked. Maybe it was around the other side. Over there's the bonfire that we're going to touch this time, because we can just warp away. Because we've got cheat codes. Additionally as well, it might have been the case that the clams that dropped Twinkling, I don't know if they respawned. Because there were certain enemies that I don't think respawned as well. There were a lot of little nuances with that stuff. And I recommend playing the unpatched version of the game if you're that interested in the details, because it's a vastly different experience. But just be aware, stuff like the fog ring is completely garbage. It's so willfully stupid that that is almost unplayable. Killing Shiva in a fight in the original version of the game is it's one of the worst experiences you'll ever have. Because an NPC that can side strafe and lock onto you, and you can't lock onto them, unless you're using some kind of strength weapon, or some weapon that's got good horizontal attacks, it's impossible. And if you're in a build where the only way to fight NPCs correctly is to parry, or backstab, then that's really tough as well. But you can backstab it if you're good enough at backstabbing, and backstabbing is one of those things you can get really good at if you know what you're doing. Could have killed him then if I wasn't so stupid. There's his ramming attack. It's an interesting enemy, this one. I like it. I'm going to drop Twink for us. Oh, no Twink. He also dropped Purging Stones, right? Look at that skull. What does that mean, Vatty? What does Reddit tell you about that skull? No drops. No bueno. So the second tree as well, the second hollow, the one that doesn't reach up into the sky, this one is interesting because inside here it has some spells that are very easy to miss. It also has some stupid mushroom men that are very easy to kill you. Knobheads. But fundamentally, if you're trying to get all the spells in the game and you've missed one, this is where you'll miss it. Because this was the one that I missed before I knew of the wikis. And it involves dropping down in a really precarious place. It's quite the tightrope. I just wish there was more to this. Can you imagine if this was like the Chalice Dungeons and it was just an endless beach in this huge frond of arch trees, just this massive garden or glaze of these ancient withered husks and hollows, and you could just explore it indefinitely and it changed and morphed and shit. That'd be so sweet. Here comes a big cloud of cursed juice. There's another cloud of cursed juice. He can't come through the entrance. Oh, yes, he can. There you go. That's what we wanted. We don't want to get into a situation where they have the advantage. And speaking of the advantage, This guy sucks. He's also got a 2-punch combo, which also sucks. Oh! That was the first one. Hey, we knocked him back though. That's encouraging. He's got good range as well. Do not underestimate this dude's range. He can surprise you. Get fucked. Plonk. Please drop an eye. That'd be superb. Nah, I dropped nothing. There's probably going to be more curse frogs in here. I won't be surprised. Can usually hear them. Anyway, let's go upwards. So this is it. This is scary as hell, this. I think this is it anyway. God, the camera doesn't help! The camera's like the worst. Is it down there? There's a drop off of something like this. Oh, that was just great, that. I'm so happy that exists. No, it's there, it's there. Just beneath me now. You see the, see this? Oh my god, I'm on thin air right now. Dark Souls being Dark Souls. That's it. Terrifying, right? One of those things that's very difficult to find naturally. But if you did, good for you. There you go, great magic barrier. Everybody misses that one, don't feel bad about it. There you go. We still need... Oh my god, Rhea's gonna be dead. I forgot to go and see her in the parish. Petrus has killed her already. I fucked up again. Which means I have to do that in the next new game cycle. That's not a problem. It's a problem, it's not a problem. Fuck! That would have been Wrath of the Gods. Then I would have need Dark Moon Blade, Sunlight Blade, and something else that I might have had close to being nearly all the miracles. Shit. She also sells a bunch too. What have we done since we did Giants? We did Nito. We haven't done Seath yet. God, I should have gone. As soon as I even said I should have done it and I didn't do it. I'm dumb. Fuck. So easy to forget how things can move forward, and it could still be salvageable, but I'm almost certain it's not. Almost completely certain it's not. Please drop something. I'm depressed now. We fucked up again. I say we because it's your fault. I did nothing wrong, just like Darkside fell. Which he got his channel back, guys. My Bioshock Infinite guide gets flagged as spam and all the videos get removed except for 2 in a 44 video guide. His channel gets flagged as spam and he gets it back. That's how you know there's no justice in the world, guys. That's how you know there's no God. It's just not fair. It's bullshit. And I didn't want him to lose his channel, but if anybody deserves to lose their channel, it's him. Because he's a fucking scumbag. But we get an everlasting dragon, which is cool. I would have liked to fought him. That would have been cooler. Additionally, this area, the lighting looks super weird. It makes the platforms look way more apparent than they used to be. They weren't difficult to see before, but it definitely wasn't this clear. So we should be able to get an achievement and a free weapon now. Let's talk to this tiny-faced dude. Lots of tiny-faced dudes in this game. There we go. Is it 15 or 25? 25G Path of the Dragon. We get the dragon head, get the dragon torso. You need to give him scales. So if you're not interested in the weapons, feel free to do that. But fuck that shit. Boing. I don't want to pray. I just chopped his tail off. He's probably quite angry. And then we can go... and we can warp to Firelink and we can pray that Petrus hasn't killed her, but he has killed her, and then we're going to kill him. Goddess Fina, another one of those lore characters that you just don't really see. So he vanishes when he goes to fuck her up. Maybe he's not vanished yet, who knows? I think he's probably vanished. It'd be really nice if it's not Nito that triggers it, but the next Lord Vessel thing, Lord Soul person, Lord Man. I'd be really grateful if that was the way that works. Wow, they looked blue then, didn't they? There's blue highlights on those, on that fence. That's bizarre. Oh my god, she's alive, guys. We salvaged it. Thank you, FromSoft. That's so well designed.
Forget what you did. I am deeply indebted.
Look at her weird shoes.
It was not within my power to save Vince or Nico.
What's with the shoes? Like Lego.
In case you have not heard, I am Rhea of Thorland. I only wish there was some way I could help you. But I am inexperienced and I only
She's not even talking.
miracles. If
It's a massive con
you
job.
need help, speak to me again.
Damn straight, I want me some warg, lady.
Would be maybe.
You got all kinds of good shit, right? There's the divine that I got when I was proving all the knobheads wrong. There you go, magic barrier. Wrath of the Gods, great heal. She's got all kinds of good stuff. Thank you. 10,000 for Wrath. 10,000 for great heal. We're getting there with the miracles, boys. Really close. We just need all the ridiculous buffs that take forever to get. Which is kind of douchey, but... And we can learn a gesture, which is good, because I think there's an achievement for all gestures. We can also get prostration from Patches, who should now be Varian Nox. Cool. Sounds like a cool guy. Should we kill Petrus? I don't like Petrus, he's a dick. I'm gonna make sure I've got all the shit I need from him. Then I'm gonna smack him. I don't want him to kill her. I always felt bad about that. All she's trying to do is her job, her duty, and she's fucking it up. There's no need for his cowardice to affect her in such a way. It already has affected her in a grave way, but I'm not giving him the satisfaction of being a murderer as well.
Ah, oh, you. Have you seen Milady? Oh, blast, where might she be?
So do I have to tell him where she is for him to go?
Sometimes I lose my...
Have I joined the Way of the White? I've joined the Way of the White, right? You don't get anything from the Way of the White, do you? Do you get... Or is it Force and Emit Force? Where do you get those from? I can't remember. They might be to do with him. He's the first dude you bump into, though, so that's not a problem. If I do fuck him up. Where do you get Emit Force? I can't remember. How the fuck do I do this guy's Covenant? Am I in that? I can't. It's confusing enough, let alone with the changes now. I can mess with the Covenants at the goddamn bonfire, which is weird. You sorry fool! Eat my shit, dude.
Oh, we meet again.
Got dementia.
Come at the I'm done with the looting and wondrous. There you are. I'll relax.
So learn prostration. Always good. And we can buy... Wow, you can buy Eyes of Death. He's probably only got one though. Miracles. This is how you get the Crescent Axe as well. Ooh, and the masks, so you don't have to farm them. That's sweet. And the Cleric Armor. You can't get the Elite Cleric Armor because it only exists in the game's files. Pretty sweet though. Right. We got anything to chug? Yeah, these things. Let's just do one just in case I've overestimated how much I want to buy from this guy. So I want to buy one of those. Can I buy? How many can I buy? I can buy 3, really? So you can have 3 and then he doesn't sell anymore. The humanity is scandalously priced. You're a dick. Guy's a dick. You're dick, Patches. What a joker. Boom. 10,000 pennies to buy that Crescent Axe, which you can probably get the Crescent Axe somewhere else, but I don't think you can off the top of my head. It's a piece of knowledge I've lost. Right, fuck you. Nobody likes you. You sorry fool! I eat my shit. I keep cutting him off, it's great. It's like, I will get through my speech if it kills me, and I cannot die. Right. Covenant. Way of the White. Already belong, okay. Way of the White, Dark Moon Blade, Warrior of Sunlight, Dark Wraith, Path of the Dragon, Chaos Servant. Is there any that I've missed? I don't think so. I think we're doing okay. Ash Lake is done. We got the sword. We got the dragon stuff. Let's double check on the old achievement list to see if there's anything overt and immediate that we've missed. All weapons, all spells, all spells, all spells. Crystal weapon, oh, reinforcement, 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 all reinforcements. Secrets, probably like kill Seath, kill Gwyn, beat the game, do the secret ending, do the other secret ending or whatever, something else. And open the kiln maybe, and then get all the achievements, because they actually did that in Dark Souls, which I thought was stupid. Do the thing you're already doing! Whoop whoop! Dumb. Anyhow. Need to get my repair box. The only thing left now is, of course, Seath. Why don't any of these people sell the repair box? Andre would. Let's go to Andre. And then we'll go back to Duke's, and then we'll do the Crystal Caves, which is actually really tricky, because I'm going to go in the paths you shouldn't really go on. And I don't have a bow or prism stones or anything to go through. I remember the paths, but I remember the paths being obnoxious as fuck. One of them is a zigzag, which is really cruel. Look at the blues! The graphics have got a weird blue to them. I wonder why that is. There you go, Doug. Can I have the box, please? There we go. Repair box. It's not that expensive either. And then the weapon box allows me to build weapons from the bonfire, which I definitely are going to need, because I'm going to probably do some of that tonight. Work towards getting some of those reinforcements. Right. Armour I don't give a single shit about. Okay. Divine Club. Occult. So that's one you can do as well. You can level up the Divine Club to max, get the Divine achievement, and then you can revert it and level it up into the Occult Club and get the max one for that. That's one of the ways you can speed that one up a little bit. Right, so we can finally repair my weapon, which is the one I want to try to kill Seath with, but I get the feeling it's going to be a bad idea. We'll find out, though. I'm going to at least kill the crystals with it, unless it does no damage. If it does like 200 damage a hit and they've got a lot of life, I don't remember them having too much life, but we should be okay. But I suppose this playthrough could be a decent reference for people looking where to find some stuff, because one thing you pick up when you play the game a lot is a knowledge of where things are, especially when it comes to the achievements, because I've done the achievement list twice, so it's something that I've got a decent memory of knowing how to do quite quickly in the grand scheme of things. Technically I've done it 3 times. Where the fuck is the bladey thing, the daggery thing? Come on. There it is. Additionally, I want to equip... Fuck off. Just left! 1 left is all it takes! But I can't fucking do it. It's so frustrating. Have you left yet, dog? Hasn't gone crazy yet. Nothing to purchase. Okay, not to worry. Do you have to kill Dusk to get her crown? I can't remember. Do I need the Dusk crown? It's great for pyromancies and spells, of course. Not so great for getting hit by them. But an item that I love in that game, and the old games don't really have anything as sexy as that, which... Sorry, the new games. Old games are full of those great items. Clever Cat Ring, Red Tearstone Range, shit like that. New games completely gimp them. Make them worthless. I don't know why. I will never understand why. Right. This is one of those locations I always liked, but I never got many invasions here. I got a handful, and it was always people trying to run back to Seath, so they had no interest in fighting. Okay. You, got a decent amount of life, fella. Probably gonna break my weapon by the time I've, killed you. That's unfortunate. Might be an idea to, pop the club back on for a moment.